Chapter 8. Correspondence with Depositors. Question 4. Justify the following statements. 4 marks each. 1. The company's secretary should take certain precautions while corresponding with depositors. Answer. While corresponding with depositors, the secretary should be very careful and cautious. He should take following precautions while corresponding with depositors. 1. Legal provisions. Secretary should keep himself updated with the legal provisions relating to invitation, acceptance, renewal, and repayment of deposits. While corresponding with depositors, he has to ensure that these provisions are duly complied with. 2. Courtesy. The replies to the letters received from the depositors should be courteous, as they are creditors of the company. Secretary should use polite language with due respect to the depositors. 3. Prompt response. The secretary should give quick replies to the queries and complaints of the depositors. 4. Accuracy. Secretary should ensure that the letters written to the depositors contain accurate and precise information. Factual and correct information should be included in the correspondence with depositors. 5. Image and goodwill. While corresponding with the depositors, the secretary should project good image of the company in every situation and maintain its goodwill. 6. Attitude. Secretary should take into consideration the requirements of the depositors and write letters from depositors' point of view. 7. Conciseness. The secretary should write brief and to the point letters to the depositors with accurate information. He should avoid from revealing unnecessary and irrelevant information. 8. Maximum secrecy. The secretary is a confidential officer of the company and should not reveal secret information to depositors. He should tactfully reply some letters without disclosing confidential information. 2. There are certain circumstances when a secretary has to correspond with depositors. Answer. Depositors are the lenders of the money to the company, which will be returned to them at the end of deposit period. The secretary has to enter into correspondence with depositors in certain circumstances, and the following are a few of them. 1. Thanking depositors for depositing amount. In response to the appeal made by the company through advertisement or circular, the depositors have kept the fixed deposit with the company. Therefore, it is obligatory on the part of the company to convey thanks to the depositors for their investment decision. The secretary has to write a letter of thanks to the depositors, expressing gratitude and ensuring prompt service and cooperation from the company. Along with this letter, the deposit receipt is also sent to the depositors. 2. Letter informing about payment of interest. Deposits represent borrowed capital of the company. Return on investment in deposit is given by way of interest. Company pays interest as per the terms of issue of acceptance of deposits, either through interest warrants or electronically through ECS. For this, secretary drafts letter for payment of interest on deposits and sends the same to the depositors. 3. Letter informing about renewal of deposits. Renewal of deposit means acceptance of the same deposit by the company for further period. It is one of the less costly sources of raising finance. Normally, the company may request for renewal of deposit before the maturity date. In such a case, the secretary has to write letters to depositors about maturity dates and expressing willingness to accept the same deposits for a further period with new terms and conditions. 4. Letter informing depositors about repayment of deposit on maturity. On the expiry of the period of deposit, the company is bound to repay the deposit amount, along with interest, if any, to the depositors. The Secretary has to write letters to the respective depositors before the maturity of their deposits, informing them about the details of the repayment of their deposit. He also requests them to submit the duly discharged deposit receipt to the company before the maturity date.